This week's episode of Late Night Craft Talk.
Yay! It's Friday night! Woohoo! We're only a day or like a week from Christmas. Oh my gosh!
We're like a week and a night, week and part of an evening, a week and 1 hour. 2 hours.
Exactly, right?
Bingo. And it's just counting down. We have some fun tonight. A little bit different show. We actually have not a returning guest. We have 2 returning guests tonight.
Yes. Double trouble.
Double trouble. We're going to be revisiting episode with we had last summer with a young man named Colton Charles, who was getting ready to head off to college in Sterling, Kansas from 29 Palms, California. And we're going to be revisiting along with one of our favorites, Cheyenne Faulkner.
Yay!
Yep. So we got it both on. Cheyenne came on as our TikTok influencer, but she's also a sophomore at college at UCLA, and they're both talking about their college experiences so far.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. It's interesting. It's going to be interesting to hear what they have to say, because a lot of people, thinking back to my college, like, how did I feel after my first semester at college?
Well, that back then, we had to walk 10 miles to school uphill both ways in 15 feet of snow.
In the snow and the rain and the wind, and it was super difficult to go because we had to walk. And actually, sometimes we walked barefoot.
Yeah, because shoes hadn't been invented yet.
Exactly.
The shoes weren't invented till the late 1990s. We were walking around like hobbits. We had big, dirty feet.
Exactly. And there wasn't even pavement. It was just like dirt and rocks.
Yeah. And our classroom was rocks, and the chalkboard was scraping rocks against a big rock boulder.
Yeah. And then when we had to write our reports, we had to chisel them in rock.
Yeah, back then the word Google meant something you choked on, and Yahoo meant you were crazy.
They're like, look at, you're all Google, and that's crazy.
So if somebody said email, you'd think that they're Canadian going, hey, mail, hey, email.
Mail, what's mail?
Email.
So yeah, oh my gosh, can you believe it? It's just, oh my gosh, another year.
Time is changing. I know,
right?
We've been out you and I have been at this a year and a half now.
I know, can you believe this?
I don't.
Do you feel a year and a half?
I believe it.
Do you feel a year and a half stronger?
I feel a year and a half more experienced.
Nice.
Soon we shall be coming to a major broadcasting network.
I know. I was thinking about it, James.
What's that?
We could probably totally get into Comic-Con as for free, because we have an actual legitimate show. And we are part of the news media.
Well, the thing is that I'm trying to imagine, when you said Comic-Con, just getting in, I'm trying to imagine people cosplaying you and I.
Oh my God.
Somebody coming in with a big S on their shirt and their chest. They're going, I'm not Superman, I'm James.
That'd be really funny. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and then Cousin It would be, no, that's not Savea, that's Cousin It from Adam's Family.
That'd be James.
Totally. All right, we're just over a minute from countdown.
I know, right? You guys better get all your hot chocolate ready.
Let us leave in the comments.
Get your hot chocolate ready to watch our show.
Hoorah.
Yes. Oh my goodness. It is totally rainy right now. It is raining like crazy here.
Not so much here.
Yeah.
We've had a few drops.
Yes, and yeah, we're excited. Like, James has some cool stuff going on, and oh my goodness, there's just all this stuff going on. It's just so much going on.
Yeah, gotta be a powwow tomorrow.
I know,
Saturday
right?
and Sunday at Imperial Beach.
Yes.
Today we're only 50 seconds from countdown.
When I say raining, I mean it's raining in the past.
Time traveling again?
Yes, we're time traveling, guys.
We're time traveling.
Yes,
absolutely.
Time travel.
So, do we need to rehearse the countdown?
Oh, we do?
Remember what comes before 9? 10. That's it.
What?
I made you think. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're only 12 seconds to countdown. I'm counting down.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Are you ready, Savannah?
Friday night. Woo.
You ready for this? Let's go. And 10. Wait, now it's 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Well, almost showtime.
Woo!
It's time for Late Night Craft Talk with host Sabea Kamori Yang and James Hermes. On this week's show, how's college life so far? We have a couple of returning guests to tell us about their college experience. When I told my family I graduated from clown college, they all laughed at me. Yeah, feeling good about that. Either way, it's time to start the show. How you doing, Savea?
Hi, I'm doing good.
Hola, cool. All right, so we're going to start tonight's show. Before we bring on Cheyenne and Colton, we got a little bit of business to go. What's going on with Dancing Bear?
Well, for one thing, I don't know if you guys know this, but like seriously, in less than a few weeks, we have a drum class with James at our store.
Yes, we do. You can learn how to make a boom boom. I mean, hand drum. I call them boom booms.
Yeah.
Coming up January 8th, Saturday.
Yes. So make sure that if you guys know someone who wants to take the class, or if you want to take it, it's actually really entertaining. James will have you laughing in stitches the entire time. He'll entertain you.
Does that mean that they have to have stitches first?
No, they'll make stitches.
Okay.
And then on top of that, you'll have an awesome drum that you will make, and you will be feeling like your life is complete.
Hoorah. Yep. So folks, don't miss the drum making class. Sign up through Dancing Bear.
Yeah, it's on our website. I can actually have the link. I'll put the link into the description.
The post.
Yep. Yes. And I was gonna say something else, and I totally forgot what it is, and I'm trying to remember. So James, why don't you tell us about Elk Rack?
All right, we are at this weekend, Saturday and Sunday. We are at the Powell by the Sea in Imperial Beach, California. You almost can't go any further southwest in the continental United States. We're just north of the Mexican border, but a beautiful Powell right there by the pier. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. It's going to be sunny, highs in the upper 60s, lower 70s, not quite bikini weather, but awesome weather to go over and stroll and come down and check out probably the last Powell in Southern California for 2021. And we're going to be there. Been getting ready, working hard for it, looking forward to it. Haven't been to Powell since Verona back in September.
Cool. Yay. Okay.
Awesome.
So one more thing. Okay, so Christmas time is coming up. So definitely it's a little bit of a maybe situation if you're going to order things and ship them, just because the 16th is the cutoff. So that was yesterday. So if you need to purchase anything from James for the holidays, this powwow is a great opportunity to get those things for your gifts. And then on top of that, at Dancing Bear, we do have gift certificates that are available on our website. So when you purchase those, you're actually given a code, and that code can be used and put into a gift card. So or into a Christmas card or whatnot. So if you have a gift, you can do a gift that way, and it's super easy. Our store's open Monday through Thursday. We're closed on Christmas Eve. So make sure to plan for that. We are closed on Christmas Eve, which is on Friday. So make sure you plan accordingly. We're closed on Christmas Day, of course. And that is it.
I have this kissy candle that keeps on just showing up.
I know, it's just weird. This candle just comes out of nowhere.
I think it's trying to make me shine a light on us. I don't know. I just had this LED candle.
It's shining. It's shining light. It's shining light on the subject.
Yes, and yes. I'm going to have a light snack.
All right.
Okay. Not a dad. Can't do dad jokes.
All right. Let's get our show started.
Can I tell a dyslexic joke?
That was like a total I forgot what it's called. It's where there was this professor that would mix up the spoonerisms.
Oh, my dad used to do that. He one of his favorite things to say, "You sure are a fart smeller."
I get it now.
Think about it. And instead of going smart fine, he'd go, "Let's go to fart smile." All right. That's pretty heavy. That's a big cane you are walking with. You need a light snack. And don't conduct a talk show while carrying scissors and a candle. Okay, moving on. All right, folks, let's bring out let's go ahead and introduce tonight's guests.
Yay!
Let me get the slide up.
Okay.
Where are you, slide? Here we go.
Dorm hallway, there's me and one other person on the swim team. That is it. There's nobody here.
Gotcha. When do you head home?
We leave tomorrow after practice.
Okay. So assume when you go back home, how much do you think home will change, or that you've changed, or will home feel like home?
I think it'll feel a lot different than it used to. I feel like when I go home, my parents are going to try to act like they did before I left, and I'm going to try to act like I have more freedoms, because that's how I've been living for the last 5 months, and I feel like we're going to bump heads a little bit.
Okay, Cheyenne, what about you?
I'm curious if Cheyenne had the same thing happen to her when she came back from college the first time.
Yeah, I came home, like the very first time I came home was like 2 weeks into the quarter. I came home for a powwow that weekend. And like when I first came home, I remember being like, wow, like I used to live here. Like this was my home. And it's really odd because it's like, once you're like removed from your like home and like your norms and whatever, it's just like, I don't know, it just feels really weird. But now that like I've been home a couple of times, like now I'm like kind of figuring everything out. It's like, I'm like, oh, I'm home now. I don't have to wear shoes in the shower. I don't have to worry about my neighbors waking me up at 2 a.m. Like it feels good to be home.
Hey, I've definitely become a deeper sleeper being here, because my roommates are always up till like 4 a.m. and they got people over all the time. I just learned to sleep through it.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that brings back days of the dorm.
I've slept through the fire alarm before. My roommate had to wake me up.
Was it a real fire?
No, actually that time it was. One of the AC units caught on fire downstairs.
Yeah. So my freshman year at college, we had a fire. I was on the 8th floor, and it was a 15-floor building. I was on the 8th floor. There was a fire in the study lounge. The couch was set on fire and the door was locked from the inside. So they had a really hard time opening it. And the fire, the building, the sprinklers all sprinkled, right? And it went down the floors. So everyone on the 6th floor, 5th floor, 2nd floor, 3rd floor, they all had water.
Oh no.
Wow.
And we didn't get back in till I didn't bring my keys to my car. And so I got stuck. And so we waited several hours in the middle of the night.
No.
Anyway, I thought it was kind of funny. So, but yeah, real fire.
That's not
James,
good.
your voice is out now again. Sorry.
Okay, how are we working now? Okay.
Good.
It's giving out every couple of minutes. I do not know why I'm having to switch between microphones on Zoom when there's one microphone. So fun technology. Out of curiosity, I mean, you both have roommates, correct, in your dorms?
I don't.
You don't. You have 3. Okay, so this is probably more for Colton. When I had one of the kids I work with, this is one of the ones named Ronald Hodge, about umpteen years ago. He went to college. He's very fastidious. He's very clean and very organized. He had to show his roommates in the dorm how to cook, how to do laundry. I think destroyed a microwave by trying to boil water in a metal pan in the microwave. That kind of stuff. Basically absolutely no domestic skills.
Wow.
That's for living. And occasionally you get kids that, my phone's going off, putting it over on silent. Obviously they're going to have problems. They haven't had to lift their own finger to clean stuff. And are you finding that you're having to guide people on how to do domestic chores?
Not really. My roommates are pretty all right with themselves. Like they know what they're doing.
Okay, let me rephrase that.
They do have some friends though that are quite interesting.
Well, that sounds like a polite term. Let me rephrase that. How much of for domestic chores, things like pick up after yourself?
Yeah, that's a hard one. So there's four of us in here. Everyone like cleans up their trash and stuff most of the time. Especially our roommates, like their friends sometimes leave their stuff laying around and no one does anything about it. But there's me and only one other roommate that actually like go through and clean the dorm. We've like done it 4 or 5 times. But it's only the 2 of us that ever actually go through, pick up all the trash, mop the floors, vacuum, do all that stuff. Yeah.
But you're playing.
Yeah,
You're
to
having to
just
be
kind
your
of sit
mother. Have you ever said to yourself, "I'm being my mom"?
there. I've thought it. I've never said it out loud though. I couldn't let my mom have that kind of satisfaction, even if she didn't hear me.
Dude, I hope she's not watching the show on Friday night.
I hope so too.
So Cheyenne, have you found that there's by being out and about, have you found like new things you like to do? There's something you never tried before?
I just realized how much like I hate walking. Like, everything is so far away from my dorm. I don't like walking, but like there's a couple places on campus where like it's good to go get like boba, and like I feel like it's a reward. I'm like, I made it through the week, I'm gonna go treat myself to a boba. So that's been something that I've been doing, is treating myself to a boba at least once a week, because I feel like
cool.
I deserve it.
So y'all have like stores on campus and stuff?
Yeah, so we have like dining halls, and then we have like an Ackerman Union. So it's like where there's like a Panda Express, there's like a boba place, and there's a couple
like a food
of
court
other
or something?
restaurants in there. So yeah.
Yeah, we have our chow hall, and that's it.
Dang.
I mean, there's a Sonic down the road and a Subway
Okay.
somewhere, but that's it. But that's like down the road. That's not even on campus.
Ooh.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
My
That's
computer restarted, so my microphone will work until it decides to overheat. Damn you, technology.
Yeah. So where's the cool place to hang out at your place where you are? Like, do you guys have like a specific place that the kids like to go and like get like food or hang out, or they always like to go on Friday night to this place?
Funny story. That's my room. Because 2 of my roommates are on the powerlifting team, and they're pretty popular around campus. So we always have 5 or 6 people in here, and sometimes we get up to like 15 people in this small room. So yeah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
like down the road, probably about 5 or 6 miles, there's a bridge that goes over the river, and people hang out there when it's not too cold. They like do bonfires and stuff and hang out. We go fishing.
That's cool. How about you, Cheyenne? Do you find any fun things?
So like maybe like a 10-minute walk away from campus, it's called Westwood. So there's like some movie theaters. There's 2 movie theaters. They're like on either side of the street. There's like a Starbucks, like little, it's like a mini town. So there's like tons of little restaurants, and they always like everyone, like once a week they have a farmer's market, and they shut down like the whole street, and they'd have like food vendors. At the beginning of the school year, they had like a brew and bash. So like they shut down the whole street. They had a Ferris wheel. They have like companies will come out and like give samples for a lot of their like products. So they get like college students to come buy their products.
Oh,
So yeah.
that's cool.
The like student association is really good about putting on events down there. So there's usually always something happening down there.
The social life is active. I got a curiosity. Okay, Cheyenne, you're still in California.
Yes.
You got access to good Mexican food,
Yes.
to good burritos.
Yes.
Savannah and I obviously do.
Hey, there's a place in Lyons, which is like 10 miles that way, that's like really authentic Mexican food. Like you'd think you went to Mexico.
In Kansas.
Yeah, right down the road. It's like 10 miles away.
Whoa.
So you do have access to good Mexican food then.
I went in there, I went to go order, and I told her my order, and she's like, "Okay." And then her daughter walked around the corner, had to order for her, or had to take my order for me.
Wow.
All right, so you're not missing that part of California. I was just curious where it went. Sometimes, a few months ago we had Christine Nieto on. She lives in now lives in Nashville, Tennessee, and she went over. We were doing a show based on just Mexican food and who has the better burritos. And she actually went to this place called Cali Burrito.
Yeah.
And it has the California state flag on the in the restaurant, which you think in Tennessee would be, an unforgivable offense here, but people did it, and she generally liked the burritos they had. I think she tried the
but James, remember, she's like, but this is kind of weird. And so it's funny, she talked to the people there. It's like, where are you guys? So is this California burritos? Like, how is this California? And they said, oh, it's because the owners are from California, San Diego. And she's like, oh, really? I'm from San Diego. And she was still surprised because it wasn't at least the caliber of what she thought food should taste like in San Diego.
Yeah, I know somebody that was stuck in the Midwest. They missed California burritos so much they went to a Taco Bell and said, I wish I hadn't done that. Bad substitutes, non-substitutes, and then the Taco Bell burrito.
Well,
I think we just lost Taco Bell as a possible sponsor.
You know what, though? All I have to say about Taco Bell, all I have to say about Taco Bell is there was a Taco Bell in our dorm. In the there's like a Taco Bell Express. There's a Pizza Hut, Taco Bell and Pizza Hut together. And so my friends and I would always go to the Taco Bell, get the Taco Bell salad because it was like in a plastic bowl. And it was like really good salad. It was actually pretty good. And we could buy it with our meal points.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's like pretty convenient.
There you go. Let's touch back on social life. This may be cruising the line a little bit. All right.
Wait. Quick disclaimer. You guys don't have to say anything you don't want your parents to know about. We're not asking you to say that because I'm sure there's stuff you guys don't want your parents to know.
I might have to search through on
and they're like,
comment about being mom. All right. You hear a lot of stories about some of the wild times in college and the wild parties and the frat parties. Have you experienced that or around you? You don't have to say anything. Don't have to answer.
So we don't get anything real wild because small school, word gets around, people get in trouble. But my mom already knows this. I told her when she was here.
Sorry, dude. Sorry. Can you get a little closer to the mic or your phone? It's hard to hear. It's kind of skipping. Okay.
But I already told my mom this. There's this town about an hour and a half, maybe almost 2 hours away, called Hayes, and that's where the parties are at Fort Hayes College. That's where all the good parties are.
Gotcha. Sometimes you hear the wild stories, and there's people who are like, no, and it's usually a minority, the students, and then people that have lesser will that go along with them and have the crazy times. And like when I was in college, there was like one party I went, no, leave. They can have their stories.
Yeah. I actually don't like parties. I'm not really into that. But I live across the street from where all the frat houses are. And I remember on Halloween, like my building was shaking from how loud like all of the frats were. I was like, this is like how like if my building is shaking, your ears must be like broken. Like I don't know how it could be that loud. So, but every single time, like my neighbors love to party. And so I hear them all, they like to party in their dorm, which is lovely. Like, why wouldn't you go across the street? Like you obviously just party in there and, be loud. But I remember one night they were like totally trashed and they like were outside, like in the hallway with their like Nike slides, beating each other up like in the hallway. So, and like I opened my door because, I got my little shower caddy. I'm ready to it's 10 o'clock. I'm ready to go to bed. And I walk out there and they're beating each other up with Nike slides. And I was like, well, this is what I have to deal with. So that's probably like my most interesting story is my neighbors like to fight in the hallway. So, but good for them.
You know what though? It's going to bring like memories back. It's just going to be like with those funny memories of college and all the weird things people did in the dorms and all that. Yeah. I have lots of stories, but I don't want to share some of them because they're kind of
that two limitations isn't up yet.
I don't want to share them on a public forum like this. I'll tell you guys after.
Gotcha. College was too much fun back then. With this, folks, God, we'd love to have you two on, but we could have a certain time limit on the show here, Bo.
But so also, We don't want to share too much information.
Yes.
Yeah.
On a public
Don't want to get in
record.
trouble.
Because then they can think back and go, oh, those wild days.
Yeah. All right. So that we're going to go into a mid-COVID, because some people say maybe 3/4, maybe halfway through the pandemic, and there's still time for people to go gift shopping. If they shop local, maybe Amazon delivers, as long as they don't have to ship over, another state or something. So Savannah and I prepared a mid-COVID gift buying guide with some suggested items we've thrown up. And so we're going to go ahead and show that real fast with this. Otherwise, I'd love to go with you both on, keep going about your experiences in college. So what we have right now, folks, is we have the mid-COVID gift buying guide.
Yeah.
And we're going to go ahead and show our first few items. And with that, let me just get a couple things lined up here. First off, we have AirPods, 3rd generation. And there's
Colton's wearing some.
Are you wearing the 3rd
I have
generation?
the first gens. I have first gens.
First gen?
Yep, in the big old case.
Gotcha. So that's something some people can kind of buy for themselves. Next we have, this is called the Always Pan.
I've seen that.
What is that?
I've never seen that.
I don't have a lot of description here. You've seen it before, Cheyenne. What is it?
Yeah, so basically it's like this pan that you can use for everything. Like in the commercial for it, they're like, you can saute in it, you can stir fry in it, like you can basically do like anything, you can cook anything, fry inside of it. So it's basically supposed to replace all of your pans in your kitchen. So you can do everything in this pan.
Okay.
I see it on the commercial. We don't have one, but supposedly it's really great.
I've heard a lot of people.
Isn't that the same as just using one pan for all your meals anyway?
Yeah.
That's what I do.
It's always this pan.
I have one pan and one pot, and that's it.
All right, now we have the very ubiquitous, sometimes controversial, depending on your sense of style, the fleece-lined crock. Is apparently popular as a gift for this Christmas.
I would like those. They're so
Fuzzy
cushy.
Crocs are really comfortable.
They're so cushy.
They're really comfortable.
They're the ugliest, but they are just so soft and cushy.
I know Colton's a croc wearer. So apparently, how about you, Cheyenne?
No, I don't. I used to wear them when I was little, but I don't wear them anymore.
So you grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no reason to grow up. That's boring. James,
Forever Toys R Us kid. All right. Next one we have is on the shoe line. We have the Doc Martens.
Oh, those are nice. Those are super slick.
Yeah,
those are expensive.
They're making a comeback. This is called.
Oh my gosh! You know what though? They're really great shoes. I had a pair. They lasted forever.
And they're still going. This is called the 2976 Beck Smooth Leather Chelsea boots from Doc Marten.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently this is real popular.
Yeah, there's no laces to boot up or to tie.
Makes it easy if you never learned how to tie shoelaces. Next one we have that's on the gift buying guide is the Facebook Portal Go. For people that can't exactly go visit relatives. And this is really popular a year ago.
But wouldn't it be called a MetaGo now?
Probably. But
okay.
The article states this is the Facebook Go.
Okay.
But I apparently goes nowhere because Facebook's really, there's a lot of other ways to do it.
So hold on. So I got a little inquiry about this. So why would they sell the portal if you have Facebook Messenger video?
It's kind of like Zoom. It's the simplicity.
Maybe this is just for people that don't. Yeah, like old people like James and I. Like we just need this kind of like device where all we do is turn it on and all of a sudden it magically connects.
With 2 buttons.
I mean, James is old. He always says he's extreme late 20s.
He's extremely old.
This is how old I am. This is my cutting edge phone.
When he was a kid,
Nokia.
They just had rocks and sticks. They didn't have any other toys. It's just rocks and sticks.
Yes, the bear who's a year and a half younger than I am.
Exactly.
You're talking like you're their age. Your age, Savannah. Get used to your AARP. Free gifts when you sign up with Alex Trebek for some kind of something.
I know, right? They're like, back in the days when I walked 10 miles to school in the snow and the ice and the rain, and they were both uphill.
And in 20 years, people will be saying, when I was young, we had to ride a Segway on an uneven city street.
Okay,
When I was
I'm
younger, we
so
had to
old.
wear
I had a
masks to
brick
school.
phone. You know, like those bricks? Like, I had to unscrew the antenna to take it off to put it in the glove box. That's how big it was.
Don't make fun of my phones. You kids probably have these new dang-fangled things. This is reliable. It probably hasn't worked in
All right, okay.
years.
Okay, let's go forward, James.
Okay. Next one. Let me get it back up here. So, all these tangents. Next, we have the Gillette heated razor.
Heated razor.
Colton, what are your thoughts on the heated razor?
I would like one of those. That sounds nice.
Especially you live in Kansas right now and it's winter.
Yup.
Interesting.
Are you thinking of using one? Do you need a razor too, Savannah? A heated razor?
No, not for my face, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't shave my face all the time like guys do, I guess.
Well, I'm not going to make a joke.
Yeah, don't, because that's not nice.
Not taking that easy bait.
Yeah, I was testing you.
Next one we have is on this gift buying guide, the Lego Ideas Fender Stratocaster set.
That's so cool.
That is awesome.
I love it. Can you really play guitar on it?
I don't know, but it's popular and probably.
That would be like way cool if you could really play guitar on it.
Yeah.
With little teeny hands. Next we have, I'm going to kind of like this one. You have the favorite band's merchandise, like the Kiss Christmas pillow.
That's festive.
Yeah.
Definitely. I can see that on James' couch.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be Nicolas Cage throw pillows.
Yeah, exactly. No, those would be on your bed.
I would have that, but without the Merry Christmas. It'd be more like, well, let's just say even if they're in front of me, I'd be dropping down doing the Wayne's World routine, going, I'm not worthy.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, next we have the Oculus Go 2 is very popular. VR's making a comeback, like disco, I guess.
You know, it's so funny. Like, no one has said this, but remember when it originally came out? I mean, this isn't new technology. Like, this was out like forever ago, and people were like, oh, it's VR. And now everyone's like, oh, Oculus. I'm like, wow. Like,
it's popular with people wanting to work out, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it's not like new technology.
No, it's not. I mean, I've got an Oculus right up here in my office, but it's a little dated, but
it's like
I've got an old one too.
They're fine.
When did it come out?
A while ago.
Mine's a couple years old.
Yeah. You mean like 20 years old?
Huh?
You mean like 20 years old?
Yeah. See, we're talking the age of lawnmower man there when you talk about computer graphics. No.
It's like a couple years old. I'm like, yeah, like 20.
I can tell stories. We got to get through the gift guide, but I got some funny stories. All right. Next is what is called the Rad Rover 6 Plus e-bike.
Yay! I love it.
Yep.
Hey,
in English, James, I probably say it's N bike, but it's the e-bike or a bike.
Helps up those hills.
Yeah.
Hey, James, I just looked it up. The first commercial virtual reality headsets were released in the early to mid 1900s, and in 2010s was when the next generation commercial tethered headsets were released by Oculus.
Yeah, the graphics were low, but in the early 1900s, called it when we were little kids, it was called Slides in a Viewmaster.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, very cool. I never kind of made the connection right there. All right, quickly go through the gift guide. This is the last item. This is the turntable, or otherwise known as a record player, because vinyl's making a comeback.
Yeah.
Is it USB connected?
Yes. So that's another popular one. Matter of fact, I was over at Target here a few days ago, and they had turntables, like 3 different styles of turntables.
Walmart's been having a really big selection.
What's that?
Walmart has a really big selection of records and turntables.
That's cool.
That's what I was hearing. I mean, I still got records. My dad used to be a DJ down in Imperial Valley for a place called KROP, crop, farm country, whatever. But we're talking late 1960s, and he still got records. And on it says promotion purposes only, and about 3 different records. And I got to look them up, which album it is, but it's from the Beatles.
Huh.
And I'm like, I want to listen to this. I don't think I've even touched a record player since 1990.
You want to see something crazy, guys? You want to talk is crazy? Look at what I have.
Awesome.
What?
I have a Weird Al Yankovic record right here. I swear. I have a record table on my table.
Play it.
I can't play it right now. I have to turn on the stereo and all this kind of business.
All right, we're gonna have to do that in a later show. We're gonna have to do a thing just on vinyl.
Yeah, I have it.
Go topic.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the gift buying guide that we put together. Those are some of the more popular items that are being ordered online and recommended by several gift buying guides.
Yeah, so James, guess what? It's about time that we're going to be leaving. End of our show.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
No, it's not.
No, it is.
No.
Not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Well, this is turning into girls versus guys.
Okay, so the thing is, what makes a Christmas movie, it's not the time period that it's filmed in. It's actually about the story.
It's the spirit of Christmas.
The story of the holiday.
Together for Christmas.
Yes.
And, being a family, not going out and people don't.
They are a family.
Okay.
He protects the family and all those people and saves them from the German terrorists. Because Hans Gruber.
So, James.
So it takes place during Christmas.
James, you realize
Christmas music.
That Better Off Dead.
Christmas doesn't have to be a gift and a present. It can be saving you from German terrorists.
Better Off Dead could be considered a Christmas movie because it takes place during Christmas.
There's Christmas stuff in it. There's Christmas caroling.
Yeah, there's Christmas stuff in Better Off Dead.
Yeah.
And in your same reasoning, that movie is a Christmas movie, but it's not. It just doesn't make sense. It's not a Christmas movie.
Yes, a better one. Wait, what's the movie called? Oh crap! I forgot it.
So there's a movie called Love Hard, and it's on Netflix, and it's really funny because they actually have the same discussion about how Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. I swear. They have a whole discussion in the movie about how Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
But it's a movie. You're going to believe a movie and think that's logic?
Yes, it's based on real truth.
By Thanos.
So The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yes.
Is that a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
It's a Christmas movie because what happens is they actually try to take over Christmas and change it.
Yeah, but it's about
they take Santa Claus. They take Santa Claus and they replace him.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's very Christmas still. I get what you're saying.
It sounds like a horror movie from what you're talking about with skeletons and stuff from Halloween taking over Christmas. That sounds like a horror movie. That sounds like a Halloween movie to me.
I don't think so. I couldn't agree with you about that because even Cheyenne knows what I'm talking about. Okay,
no matter how
all you
many times you're wrong,
viewers,
you can disagree.
Okay, all the viewers, we start a poll now. Okay, this is the end all be all, and this will be the final decision and the final discussion of whether or not Die Hard is a Christmas movie or not. I want everyone to put comments and vote down below. So Colton, when the show is live, you go and you vote for Die Hard. And then Cheyenne and me, we will vote for not Die Hard.
Hold on. So stats right here. According to a press release from Dish, 1.3 million Americans watched Die Hard on Christmas Eve in 2016, which beat out Home Alone, Miracle on 34th, and Santa Claus.
No.
Okay, so
we had a whole segment of a show
about
Christmas.
You are basically regurgitating everything James said last year.
Is wrong.
You're regurgitating everything. It's like James notified you in advance and said, "Hey, Colton, okay, we're going to talk about how Die Hard is in the Christmas movie during the show." Yeah,
conspiracy theorists. I just googled
going
this.
on conspiracy.
I'm doing my research right here on my computer. Right
but Colton, so I got
my research right here.
Okay, so Colton, so you're telling me that anything you see on the internet is real?
It is when
you're going to base
see it
all of your truth and everything off the internet.
Multiple times on credible sources. It depends on where you see it.
based on that survey, should be people listening to this about their college experience because they're watching us live on the internet?
I mean, this means that I don't know what to say.
Should people be agreeing with you since they're seeing this live on the internet?
Yes.
Are we a meme?
We are definitely giving advice on whether or not we consider it a Christmas movie or not.
On the internet, and they're watching on the internet, and people
Yes.
buy this because they went, we were told to by James Survey on the internet.
Well, I don't know. You know what? I'm not trying to get political, but I have a certain family member who has been talking on and on and on and on and on and on about how there's people that are meeting in the Planetary Alliance and being behind Mars and going through time portals and everything. So I don't know. I mean, this is all based on truth found from the internet.
She was supposed to be telling about our secret meeting. That's where I am right now with Space Nakatomi Towers.
Okay.
All right, we got to end the
Not
show.
saying more. We got to end the show.
All right.
I got things to do too.
All right, folks. Let me introduce next week's show real fast. Okay, come on. So many buttons. Okay. On next week's show, folks, we have our best of and Christmas special for Late Night Craft Talk. Yes, we bring you a show every Friday night, including Christmas Eve. We never miss it, even if it's
New Year's Eve, everything.
And New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve.
Yes. Okay.
But that is next week's show. And with that, folks, we're going to wrap
Ready
up the
to
show.
dance? You guys remember? This is like the dancing part. This is the most fun part.
Absolutely.
Colton's like, I'm going to dance.
You should dance like Dieter from Saturday Night Live. All right. With that, folks, this has been another episode of Late Night Craft Talk. Cheyenne and Colton, thank you for coming back on and sharing about your college experiences. That has been awesome. It's been great catching up. And with that, this has been another episode of Late Night Craft Talk. Now we dance. Cue tap dance. Aw, ain't he cute?
Hi, everyone.
Good night, folks, and Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.